Hello and welcome. Okay, so today I figured we could do a video about my Rat's First Aid Kit. So the thing is, a lot of owners, possibly some of you included, are going to end up wanting a first aid kit for your rats because some things are minor, don't need a trip to the vet, or you don't have an emergency vet nearby, or what have you. Things that just make it easier to go about your time as a rat keeper. So I'm just going to show you guys my first aid kit and all the supplies I have and give you an idea of what you might need if you want to make a first aid kit. So let's get into it. All right, first of all, someone's sneezy. Who's sneezy?
Is it you, honey? Are you sneezy? You sneezy baby?
They probably just were foraging and stuff. But anyway, so this, first things first, this is the stuff I use daily currently. And I keep it in a smaller thing because lugging that around would be difficult, so I keep it in here. So we have, first of all, their vitamins. So this is Calciboost, and this is Daily Essentials 1 with the measuring cup that I use behind all the spoons. But yeah, and here I have some baby oatmeal to help give them medicine because some of my rats are very stubborn, but this is pretty much a foolproof method. My cat just realized she can't reach me, so she's screaming outside the door. Here is some extra medicine. I had to put it in here because my house gets very humid and some of my medicine bottles started to mold, which is fun. Here I have some meloxicam. Ducky is currently on this because she still has that stubborn UTI, and I haven't noticed any blood recently. So either the antibiotics are finally starting to work or it was caused by inflammation, which is what the meloxicam was for. And then we have some leftover medicine. These are some of the spoons I use to give them their medicine. I do clean them frequently. But yeah, those are some of the spoons. Here's some more Inro for some of my other rats. And then here we have a pack of 10. So Ducky and Dorothy now are both getting this. Ducky for sure has HLD, and it's progressing, faster than I would like. So I'm giving her this. And then Dorothy, I noticed, is kind of starting to walk kind of flat-footed. So she's getting this now as well. HLD, in case you don't know, I do have a video on it, but in case you don't know, it is often caused by kidney issues, and it's where they slowly start to go paralyzed from the back end up, and this can help slow it down. It does not stop the process, but it can slow it down, and I'm hoping that my girls will plateau. Basically, you can't reverse it or stop it, as I said, but sometimes with females they do plateau, whereas males tend to continually decline. So here I have cotton swabs. Simple as that. Cotton swabs, a big old container of them. You can use these to clean wounds. I use these often to apply medicine. So some of the stuff in here, I'll use these to apply, and they come in handy. Now, onto the big kahuna. All right, the big kahuna. First off, Revolution. So Revolution is a anti-parasite, external use, as you can see right there. Kitten Revolution and Cat Revolution is what's recommended for rats, not Revolution Plus, just plain old Revolution. And this is great for mites and for lice. So rats always have mites on them, but if you notice they get super itchy, or if they start to have scabs, they might have an outbreak of mites. So this can help stop that and help them feel a little better. And then lice, obviously, you can see, so do skin checks regularly with your rats. Mites and lice can both come in on bedding as well, so it's good to have this on hand. Next up, just a lot of syringes, a lot of syringes. I keep a ton of these. These are just 1 ml syringes, and I keep these because I find that the vet syringes oftentimes get really hard to use. They get stiff, and also these syringes have a narrow top, whereas the vet syringes often have a thicker top, which I can actually show you what I mean. So Okay, so you can kind of see here, that's a pretty thick top to the syringe. Whereas this is a pretty thin top to the syringe. And the reason I prefer this kind is because it's easier to, if you have to, force the medicine, it's easier to get that in their mouth than that. So I just have a bunch of spare ones of these. This is more meloxicam. This is from a while ago. This was Bugs. And I just held on to it in case I needed it. And in the same vein, this is liquid children's Motrin. So this can be used for pain relief with rats. I would look up dosage charts to double, triple, quadruple check that you're giving them the right amount. But this is also raspberry flavored, and they seem to like it okay. I've only had to give it a couple times. But yeah, this is for pain relief if you don't have meloxicam on hand. This is my another thing, a Calci Boost, for when I run out in there. So here we have tea tree oil, which is good for like staph infections. It can help with other kinds of infections too, though I've really only seen people recommend it for staph infections, which rats can get. I have not used it yet, but I have it just in case, because having things just in case is a smart move with a first aid kit. All three of these. So like, first of all, let me show you this. This is just a glass bottle. It has a rubber stopper in it for if I have to transfer medicine or put my medicine in something. I'll show you an example in a second, but yeah. And then these, it's just all vet wrap. It's all the same thing, which is vet wrap. Hold on. Now I have to fix it now. It's all vet wrap. So if you've seen any of my surgery videos, you see that my current vet likes to wrap them up after surgery, them off their surgical sites. And my rats are particularly good at escaping them. So they've been giving me vet wrap, and I keep it in here so I can redo the wraps if needed, but you can also get them off Amazon, and I think Tractor Supply might sell them. But yeah, vet wrap's not hard to come by. Okay, so here is actually a little bit of the revolution. So this is why the rubber stopper bottles are good. So like my hands don't always work very good, so I like to actually put the medicine in a syringe and then put it on the rat so that I have a little bit more control. And then I squeeze the medicine into one of these and put the rubber stopper on, because if you don't know, Revolution has a lot of alcohol, like rubbing alcohol in it. And so it will dry out really quickly if you don't have like an air seal on it. This is just for water. Sometimes you need water for stuff, and it's good to have something easy at hand to mix. This is a pinch. Like, I don't know if it'll... Yeah, this is a measuring spoon for a pinch. You can see that it's a little bit rusted, but like, yeah, that's it. You need a pinch sometimes. So this is a spray my breeder gave me, which I think is the same thing as what I'm about to show you. So I'm just going to show you that, but that can go over here. And this is Hibiclens. If you're on UK rat forums, you've probably heard of Hibiscrub. This is just the American version of that. And it is basically a wound cleaner. This is the scientific name for what it is. And basically, if you do this, do 1 part Hibiclens to 10 parts water. You can also use betadine, and you do 1 part betadine to 12 parts water. And this is to try and stop infections and to help skin heal a little bit better. And then finally, we have Lamisil. So Lamisil is an antifungal cream, and this is good for if your rats get ringworm. So you would just apply this twice a day and hope that they don't lick it off immediately. So I just wanted to add a couple of things about this, namely that Lamisil can work on ringworm, but sometimes you'll need an oral medication from your vet, and sometimes you might need to get the spray version as opposed to the cream version. And ringworm can be transferred to other rats and to you. They can get it from infected bedding that you pick up from the store. They can also get it from you if you somehow pick it up, and it is extremely contagious. So it's a good thing to have on hand. And in here, I also have some spare antibiotics. So I have some Doxy, some Inro, and some amoxicillin, just because you never know when you're going to need it and you're not going to be able to get to a vet. One other thing that I forgot to add, but I do have in the house, is cornstarch. Now, cornstarch can be used with rats who are bleeding to help them stop the bleeding. So, like, if you clip their nails and they start bleeding, you can use it. It can also be used in slightly more severe instances. For example, my rat Riffraff, who is out on screen, when she was a baby, she lost her toe. She severed it in her cage in an accident, and it happened late at night, and at the time I didn't have any emergency vets near me, and I really just needed to get the bleeding to stop until I could get her into a vet. So I put a little bit of cornstarch on it, and it did stop the bleeding, and thankfully she was fine. So yeah, a little bit of a short one today, but I hope that information was helpful to you guys, especially if you're looking to start your own little Ratty First-Aid Kit. I'm constantly adding to mine whenever I find something new that could be useful. So hopefully I helped you out with that a little bit. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. All the fun stuff down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.